What is up, everyone? Welcome to Heroes Avenue. My name is Darren, and today has been a very slow movie news day. So today, instead, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the streaming services for Disney Plus and DC. And one of the big things that came out of DC Universe is this huge announcement that Iain Glen from Game of Thrones has just been casted as Batman in Titans Season 2. And oh my god, this is very exciting just because I loved Iain Glen's character in Game of Thrones. I thought he was a really great mentor. And I loved his arc as well. And so I think, casting him as Bruce Wayne and Batman, I think he's not the perfect person I would cast as Batman, but I could definitely see why they chose him with his with his performance in Game of Thrones. So I know Rob, he's a bigger Game of Thrones fan than me. He's read all the books, or he listened to them on audio, so probably has more to say. But from what I've seen from the series, Iain Glen, he brings a really great performance to the screen. He brings a lot of heart. He's great with playing against another character, like with Tyrion and Daenerys. I think when his characters is interacting with them, I think that's when his character definitely shines. I did like his arc when he got the grayscale as well in Game of Thrones. I think that was one of my favorite parts about his character. I think that made him more of a badass, and I think that's when I think that's where I could see more of his his edginess, which kind of makes him fit for Bruce Wayne and Batman. So I think this is a great casting. I'm really excited for Titan season 2. I definitely want to see the first episode, because the first episode of season 2 was apparently supposed to be the last episode of season 1, which is why season 1 is quite not like my favorite, just because how it ended off really weird. And I'm actually really surprised that they actually casted someone for Batman, because I never would have thought they would actually show his face, or even have Batman interact with the team. And this just shows that DC is definitely warming up to the idea that they could have multiple Batmans. They could have multiple Batmans. In the TV verse, in the streaming service, and as well as the movie verse. So I think them kind of like letting him go, like let Batman free, right? And just let them tell the best story as possible. That even though if it includes Batman, or if it needs Batman, put him in there, because by shying away from Batman in a like a Batman storyline, or like a Bat family storyline, I think you're definitely dropping the ball there. Like with this whole Batwoman thing in CW, DC straight up said like Batman's not going to be in the show. But it's like, how are you going to have Batwoman but not Batman? I don't know, it's a little weird. I'm sure they're gonna just keep hinting that that Batman's around, or he exists, but that's gonna be a little bit annoying, right? Even Supergirl, they resisted Superman's appearance, but they eventually showed him. So maybe this is this is just the first step of releasing Batman to other mediums. So also with this Batman news is this description that DC released about Bruce Wayne's character. So this is pretty much what they said. After decades of fighting crime as Batman, billionaire Bruce Wayne is just as driven to protect Gotham from evil as he was in his prime. Needing to reconcile his relationship with Dick Grayson, the duo hope to forge a new dynamic as Bruce tries to help his former sidekick and the Titans achieve success. So that is really great. I think based off this description, we're definitely going to see Batman interact with the team more, and as well as reconcile with Dick Grayson. And if you guys aren't really following Titans show, Dick Grayson wants to step away from Batman. He's like really traumatized with working with him, and he disagrees with a lot of his methods, and just the dark vibe that Bruce Wayne brings. He definitely was trying to stray away from it because he didn't want to give in to the darkness. And we definitely see that play out in Titans, right? So with this description, it definitely shows that Bruce Wayne is he is empathetic with Robin, and he wants to help, you know, mend the relationship. And I would see, or based off this, I could see him kind of helping the team form into a team and maybe help them train. Who knows? We might even see them train in the Batcave as well. I think that would be really dope to see, and just see more of what the Batcave looks like as well. But yeah, I think this is really dope. I think Iain Glen, I think I'm curious on how he's gonna play Bruce Wayne, and how his voice will change, and if his voice will change when he puts on the cowl. That is really interesting to me. All right, so the other thing I want to talk about today is this Disney Plus streaming service, because today the Disney's Investor Day happened, and Disney they obviously they had to make a presentation on the new app that's coming out this year, and they gave you a little presentation on what's to come, what the app looks like, and based off this video that released online of how the interface looks like, it looks a little bit more user friendly than the DC Universe app. It's more simple and it's more smoother, and it doesn't look as confusing as the DC Universe. Because if you guys are paying, you know, the $7.99 a month, or you pay the $70 fee or annual fee for the DC Universe app, it could be a little confusing on where everything is. I still feel like I don't have quite a grasp on where everything is in the app. I feel like I have to keep scrolling, or I don't know, it's weird. Especially the mobile phone app is really laggy. It's hard for me to watch stuff on my phone. So I really do hope that when this Disney Plus app does come out, I really hope it's a lot more efficient and more organized than the DC Universe app. But anyways, they did say that this app will be launching November 12th, and it's gonna be priced at $6.99 a month, or you could pay the annual fee for $70. And they did say that, because we all know that the Marvel's Avenger characters, they're gonna have their own spin-offs on this app, and they released the titles as well, the official titles for them. So we got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, that's just called Loki, it's nothing special to it, and then we got WandaVision, and then they're gonna have a show called Marvel's What If, which is based off a comic book run, and it's pretty much a spin on a character's origin, or their character in general, and they're gonna flip it. So with Captain America, instead of him getting the super soldier serum, Peggy will have it instead, and then Steve Rogers will just remain skinny, and then we're gonna see how that plays out. So we're gonna have a bunch of episodes like that with this Marvel's What If. It's gonna be really different and really wacky, I expect, but I think it's I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how people react to it. But yeah, I think this is something to look forward to. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I'm gonna pay the $70, or if I'm gonna just get the $6.99, because the $6.99 is really it's more, I feel like it's so cheap that I might do it, or I might just buy the bullet like I did with the DC Universe app and just pay the annual fee as the $70. It's a little cheaper than the DC Universe, but I don't know, we'll see. But that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about today. I know it's a very short video. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Are you guys even subscribed to the DC Universe app? How do you guys like it so far? Are you guys watching Doom Patrol or Titans, or which episode do you like the most? And what is your favorite feature about that app as well? And what's your least favorite feature? And are you guys planning on getting this Disney Plus app? I know we have a lot of non-Marvel fans, but I want to know what you guys think about this app, if you guys are gonna even, you know, engage with it or opt into it. Because I mean, it's not just Marvel, they have like Disney stuff too, and they also have Fox property on there as well. So there's a lot to see, a lot of titles to look at. So let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys again. Bye.